Hey, hi, hello. Welcome to Diana Emerson today. We're listening to Fatal Attraction. This is Meeting a Murderer. And I'm here with Tom.
Hello.
Okay, so see if we chit chat in between. This is testing one, two, three, testing one, two, three.
Yeah, we haven't seen her since yesterday. We've been trying to call, but she's not answering the phone. Their daughter has not returned home from the previous night, and the parents are extremely concerned and worried. It was unusual for her to be gone without getting in contact with anyone to let them know where she was. No, she does stay out late sometimes, right? But she always comes back home. Do you know any friends in particular she might be hanging out with last night? Her parents weren't sure where she went after getting out of school, and they were terrified that something had happened to her.
She's young, being in that situation where you cannot get in contact with your child. I would not wish that.
That's why when I used to call my son, I'm like, answer the phone or call me once in a while, let me know you're all right.
17-year-old Brayla Stone was known for having a big personality. Brayla always stood out. She had that larger than life persona. Brayla would walk into a room and just light up the room. Brayla was fearless, too. When she was a teenager, Brayla came out as transgender. She was assigned male at birth, but at a certain point, she realized this is not who I am. While coming out wasn't easy, Brayla was determined to wear her difference boldly. Growing up in the South, when you're an outsider, people can look at you a little different. But that didn't matter to Brayla. She embraced her new identity, and it made her really happy that the way she looked on the outside now reflected the way she felt on the inside. For Brayla, being trans was more than an outward expression of her gender identity. It was walking in her truth. For a 17-year-old to do this, it shows that Brayla was a very courageous young woman. And she remained courageous, even in the face of adversity. Not everyone accepted her transition. For certain people in her life, it was something they had a really hard time coming to terms with. Even though she struggled for acceptance, Brayla never questioned her decision. She knew she was meant to live as a woman. At the end of the day,
Yeah,
Brayla
I
was still a regular
a young teenage.
She loved fashion, she loved hanging out with her friends, and she especially loved music. Hey y'all, it's your girl Brayla. She would be online.
I think in talking about gender identification, one thing that should be taught or made aware of with trans, like a mother would say to her daughter, this is how you act, this is what you do, honesty, morals, etc. Trans, when they transform from a man to a woman, there's certain things I think should be revealed right away. Okay? You're giving that person the opportunity to walk away now or continue getting to know you as a person. As a woman, because even a woman, you tell a woman this, right? There's certain, no, off limits.
When you're genuine, it's different from the sex that you were assigned.
Right. Right. Mm-hmm.
There was some heartbreak. And in Brayla's case, it was even more rejection because there were so many sides to Brayla that people didn't understand. But she refused to stop putting herself out there. She went after what she wanted, and she believed she could have it in spite of the rejection. And when Brayla met fellow high school student Trayvon Miller, it seemed like she finally found someone who accepted her for who she really was. Hey,
She was still in school, high school.
You think so?
Right? High school? Yeah, in high school. Right, right. She said she accepted her, but does he know? You know?
This was one person that she felt like she could be herself around. She didn't have to have a facade. He came from a tougher neighborhood and had a reputation for being a little bit of a bad boy. He had some rough spots about him, but she accepted him, flaws and all. In fact, in Brayla's eyes, Trey's rough past made him that much more appealing.
This was someone who had been misunderstood at times, just like she had been. He was strong. He wasn't going to let anyone mess with her.
For her being in this society, being able to find someone that could protect her definitely becomes appealing.
Although she was only 17, she could see a future with her and Trayvon together. But now, before her future can even begin, Brayla has mysteriously disappeared. She doesn't come home, and the parents are extremely concerned and worried because it's just not like their daughter. When the missing persons report is handed over to detectives, they waste no time trying to track Brayla down. They started reaching out to all the hospitals and jails in the area. They put out APBs.
Authorities throughout the entire Little Rock metro area were notified.
Law enforcement even appeals to the community for help. They do a press conference announcing her disappearance and asking for any information. But when a tip finally comes in, it's the last thing anyone wants to hear. On June 25th in Sherwood, Arkansas, there was a 911 call that came through. There was a body found. 17-year-old Brayla Stone was growing into a confident young trans woman with plans to take on the world. Brayla loved life, and a lot of people love Brayla as well for her body personality. Brayla was into fashion, into music. She had big dreams. She'd also been swept off her feet by a handsome classmate named Trayvon Miller. It was love at first sight. She found someone who loved her for who she was, not for who she had to pretend to be. Brayla had high hopes for a good relationship.
I think it was him, but they're making him seem like this nice young man.
But now, just hours after Brayla's parents reported her missing,
Or who she really was. Really was.
On June 25th, 2:47 p.m., police get a call about an abandoned car that's left in an area near Sherwood.
Sherwood 911, what's your emergency? I'm finding a walking trail behind my house, and there's a car parked here.
It's a nice, quiet subdivision, so to see that abandoned car there was an issue for the neighbors. But that's not what prompted this neighbor to call 911. The caller said there was someone inside the vehicle who appeared to be experiencing some kind of emergency.
There's a black woman there. She's caught down on the passenger side. There's blood there, and there is blood. Yeah, we're good.
Police quickly respond to the scene. What stood out the most for the detectives was an overwhelming smell of bleach. It was almost sickening to the stomach. The driver's side window was shattered, so they were able to get into the car to get a closer look at the victim.
It looked like the woman had been sitting on the driver's side and had slumped over into the passenger side.
From the appearance of the body, they knew right away she was not alive. They also knew their victim was 17-year-old Brayla Stone.
She matched the description of Brayla.
The car was registered to Brayla's mother, and Brayla's ID was also found inside the vehicle.
There's no question how she died either.
They immediately knew that this wasn't a drug overdose or anything like that.
It didn't appear to be a random robbery either, since her purse was still there with nothing stolen.
It looked as if Brayla had been shot at close range.
The bullet actually went through her ear to the other side and outside of the vehicle.
Based on the trajectory of the bullet, whoever pulled the trigger must have been inside the car with her.
Whoever killed Brayla had to be in the passenger seat.
And they had tried
I
hard
thought
to
they were
cover their
outside
tracks.
the window, but
Yeah,
it went
they
from
started
in the house. Yeah.
Where it
So,
looks like
wow,
blood had
okay.
been wiped away.
I thought
The
they were standing
investigators
outside
suspected the
the car,
killer pouring
and it
blood
went
I
in,
was like,
and she slumped
to
over
get rid
to
of
the
the
passenger
That's why the
seat.
windows open and broken. And
Okay, so, okay, then from the other direction.
investigators found a 9mm shell casing. That's all it takes.
Do you know about guns and things like that?
A 9mm will kill anybody.
Oh, really? I have no
They found a
idea.
spot the killer must have missed
Oh,
when stripping the car down.
Oh, it is small.
The killer made sure to clean the
Definitely,
inside
that's
of the car as to not leave any
Good
forensic
shot.
evidence.
9mm
But there
will
were
kill anybody.
fingerprints left on the outside of the car.
but it's a
There's
small
no
gun.
guarantee the prints belong to the
Oh,
killer,
it's a small gun.
but detectives
Okay.
have them documented so they can find out for sure.
It was a long shot, but the
Mm.
police were not going to leave any stone unturned.
Back at the station, detectives now have the difficult job of informing Brayla's parents of their tragic discovery.
They had to bring her parents down to the police station so that they could identify Miss Brayla.
That's one of the
Yeah.
worst things a parent would even want to hear.
This is gonna be the last call. Can't wait that too long. This is the right call.
What are they showing tattoos or something?
They were able to identify her body by a rose-shaped tattoo.
This is the home. What I would
Her parents couldn't imagine anyone wanting to get that close to hurting her in that kind of way. Who would do this to Brayla? They had no clue.
For detectives, the lack of suspects is a frustrating start to their investigation.
They didn't know where to begin, and when the media picked up on this story, all of a sudden they were under a microscope.
This particular case made not only local, but national headlines.
The fact that Brayla was trans attracted a lot of attention online.
The media automatically jumped on it.
Was it yet another hate crime?
It definitely put a heightened sense of we got to get this right when it comes to the police department.
And amid the flurry of online activity, a suspect will emerge.
Check this out. They saw a social media post that made their jaws drop.
An individual says he can pay $5,000.
Oh, wow. What? I don't know. I don't think they. I would have to be talking at least $1 million to start. I mean, because if I get caught and what have you, I just know I can live it up a bit.
Someone made a post saying they had been paid $5,000
But
to kill Brayla.
I don't want to go to jail.
The Instagram account
Period.
was named Tapping Season.
A transgender woman with a bounty over her head? Now that's something that the investigators wanted to look further into.
Detectives advise that the account has made multiple posts about Brayla.
Maybe it was a social media follower, maybe it was a classmate, but there was no name on the profile or any indication of who it belonged to.
The police wanted to know who is behind these posts.
This led officers to secure a warrant for Instagram to turn over all of the information from this particular account.
When the results come come in, they give detectives a name. It helped belong to someone named Toby Keith.
Detectives were also able to pin Toby King's location in a rural area on the outskirts of Little Rock.
On June 27th,
Really, probably.
That's him? They can't find him now?
Toby Keith. They got him.
Oh.
There he is.
for questioning.
Toby denies knowing Braylon. He denies even being a part of that Tappan Season account.
Tell us about Tappan Season.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Well, we know that has occurred.
The detectives bring in all the evidence of him actually being the person to make these posts.
We have receipts too. Every post from that
Oh.
account comes back to your cell phone.
Faced with the fact that Toby
That's what I might make for, or a jacket.
It was supposed to be.
Yeah, because I have one bag full of squares and rounds, and then I'm practicing different stitches.
He created the post.
So this is the Afghan. This is Afghan stitch. Right.
Single stitch.
Yeah, yeah. So I'm going through these loops going across here.
Utilize those platforms.
And this is when it all goes on one yeah.
I didn't go anywhere. I swear.
Toby told the police that he was at home with his parents.
Yes, it is. I've grown to love it. What I was practicing was making this flush, even, and straight. Because when I first started, I have a pile of these where, okay, flush, it was right. On my left side, for some reason, I just couldn't get it right. Because I made a stitch or too many, and it was getting, wiggly. So now, after I did, I don't know how many of these, the last 6 or 8 came out perfect. Okay, not perfect, but you know what I mean. Let's say perfect. Okay? it was straight, okay? Yeah. I'm glad you came over. I enjoy your company. I enjoy your company. Now I'm going to review this tape. If everything's fine, I think, I would hope to have many more days like this with you.
According to Veronica, Brayla had found out about it just 3 days before she was killed.
Yeah.
But I will call you. I don't call a lot of people, but I will call you.
Oh, right. And so I can know how I can send a message. Now, I do have, what is it called? WhatsApp Business. WhatsApp Business. I don't use it, but I had a couple of people ask me to put it on, and I did. So I have a friend in France, Sandrine. Sandrine is her name. Yeah. I met her out here at the pool. Yeah. She's from France. Well, her friend that she was staying with, it was a husband and wife. They had moved into this subdivision. Yeah, so she was with them, hanging with them. And, me, Jackie, and Eric, we met her at the pool. And it turned into a nice friendship. And she had like a couple of weeks left before she went back to France. But she was over here. I mean, we just really couldn't get hanging enough out with each other, okay? It was like, okay, I met my soul sister here, Yeah, so her and I, we Instagram
Police
Instagram.
bring Regina in for questioning.
Okay, that's because her daughter told me about that, and then my niece, and then when they were saying,
The messages.
okay, so you have to send me, whatever it is, whatever it is that you send, and what I have to accept or something, right? Because I'm not good at that. Okay, so, because that's what her and I will call each other FaceTime. I don't FaceTime with anybody, but I'll make an exception. I FaceTime with you. Don't show anybody else what I look like, okay? Okay. You know, I don't find myself, you know, I have to get a full length mirror and start looking at myself again. Mm-hmm.
She did express a suspicion that
That looks good. Is that okay? Oh, my Instagram thing? I think, okay, I don't know. Okay, I have to go here, right? Oh, Diana.Emerson? Is there more to it?
I think I see. That's what messes me up. Now I pull it.
Oh, Q&A. Yeah.
In the days leading up to Brayla's murder,
Emerson.
Regina says that Trey seemed especially worried about his reputation.
He was calling her over and over.
Oh.
He seemed distraught about the whole
Oh, is
situation.
that how it's done? So, do I have to do something?
So,
Trey was so worked up that Regina says she was concerned for his safety. Despite Trey's apprehension, Regina says Brayla was pushing for them to make things public.
Brayla wanted the truth of their relationship to come out, so they could be like a normal couple.
Brayla was not standing for it.
She said, "Why not tell
Did
the
you
world how you felt?"
get attached to me?
She didn't want to tell anyone that she was something to be ashamed of. And she definitely didn't want Trey out there seeing other women.
Brayla had threatened
You
to
press
tell
that.
him if Regina continued
Oh,
to be
those, I have podcasts also.
He doesn't want to be outed.
I have 2 podcasts, so that's where it's bringing you to.
This could ruin your life.
Maybe that's not right.
Regina admits that Trey
Maybe
had become
Diana,
so desperate, he started
okay, let's see if I
contemplating
go.
the unthinkable.
No, I don't know how to do it. Wait, okay, if I no.
she's going to learn to you from someone.
Oh, well, where I have my podcast. Yes, because it said podcast on there. Diana. Emerson. Yeah, there could be more to it. Shit, I don't know. Look, I don't know how it goes. I see that. Let me see. I have Facebook, yeah. I don't know. Or I could say, let me send you a message from here. Let me send a message. So how do I do that? I have to go where? No, huh? Oh, here it is. I press this and then do search. You're on Instagram? Okay, what is your Instagram thing?
Detectives have just been told that their victim's
ashamed of being in a relationship with a trans
Oh,
woman,
this
and
is it up
Brayla
here?
was threatening to expose him.
Oh, that's all I put in?
And
Okay.
now detectives have discovered this isn't the first time Trey has been accused of murder. In April
Space.
2016, Trey and one of his friends
Space.
were arrested in connection to a very serious crime.
They made the decision
Okay.
to go and rob a
First
young
one.
man that
Okay.
one of the boys was
So I
working
do follow
with.
and then send you a message. Okay. Okay. I know. I don't know. Okay, down here. Okay.
But they had
Wait.
no intention of actually making the sale.
I don't text a lot.
One of the young men
You do?
Although
Okay, you tell me if I came up.
he was involved in this crime.
I did? Okay, so we're attached now, right?
We are now.
Okay, so we can message through Messenger. Now, it would take me a long time to get used to it because I don't do that way. Okay, so, you know, I may see it, may not see it, 'cause I don't have this thing attached to my hip. Okay?
That previous
You are one of the first people I will actually call.
Okay.
shoots the driver.
Mm.
Same scenario as with
It showed up.
It was even
Wait, but we don't know why. Okay, we're gonna go back a little.
We kind of know exactly.
Yeah, I do, but I want to know why they.
She said she was with two friends that night, and they would be able to corroborate her story. Police contact Regina's friends. When her alibi checks out.
She knew it was because the detective next decide to see if there's any truth to her pointing the finger at Trey for Brayla's murder. They want to find out more about Trey, and when
So it wasn't Trey, it was her.
Wait, who? Which that the girl? Wait, Trey, the boyfriend. They're saying shot her. No, Trey. That's his name. His name is Trey.
North Little Rock detectives have just been told that their victim's boyfriend, Trayvon Miller, was doing all he could to keep their relationship under wraps.
When detectives sat down with Regina, she pointed the finger at Trey. She said he was ashamed of being in a relationship with a trans woman, and Brayla was threatening to expose him.
Okay, her. Yeah, I figured you meant her. Okay, but she probably was a friend, was she? Who was she?
In April of 2016,
I'm thinking she was jealous.
Oh.
Because Trey liked her.
Oh. And
she killed him. Or she killed her. The girl.
Now, Trey, he accepted her, but he kept it all under wraps all the time. Okay.
But they have no intention of actually making the sale.
Oh, shit. He shot him. In the neck.
He was involved in this crime as a juvenile.
Wow.
Teenagers were arrested and charged.
She was not.
Forthcoming.
She was dressed with some man.
Right.
In exchange for his testimony, he was able to plead guilty.
Wait,
for
what?
aggravated
So,
assault.
he loved her.
He was back on the
Yes.
streets in no time.
He likes her.
In comparing the two crimes, detectives
This
noticed
guy
some
with
shocking
the drug deal was
parallels.
a bad deal.
That
And
previous murder.
Wait, I'm lost.
Passenger
Yeah, I'm
seat,
lost.
passenger turns, shoots the driver.
He
Same
thought he was a
scenario
man trying to
as
sell
with
him drugs.
and what's even more similar was the bleach.
Just like with Brayla's car, the prior victim's car was doused in bleach. It was a detail of the case that had never been released to the public.
The discovery has detectives more convinced than ever that Trey played a role in Brayla's death. But before they can bring him
So
up
he
June,
Play it off
they
as some
received
kind
an
of
unexpected visit from a young woman
Oh,
named
is it?
Riley Cobb
Yeah.
and two of her family members.
When Riley heard what happened, she knew she needed to come forward.
Riley had been friends with Brayla for years, long before she transitioned, and still referred to Brayla as he or him.
Riley says that she had actually been with Brayla on June 23rd,
So
a day
now we're trying
before
to play it off as a bad drug deal.
They were commiserating.
Okay, so he had a bad drug deal with the guy, and then went out with Brayla. Because Brayla wasn't in the car.
He's trying to say that Rayla was the bad drug dealer.
Oh, I see. She set it up, right? Or no? Oh, he was having a drug deal with her. Oh, okay.
They came up with a plan.
The lie. He told them. He knew it was so he told the police
Right. Oh.
where he was in a drug deal.
When they showed up, Riley says Trey tried to avoid them.
Did not want to discuss this with Brayla at the time.
But as Brayla continued
Some
to
guy
plead
was
with him
giving
for
him
a
a drug deal.
conversation,
It was actually Brayla trying to come out to him and be truthful because she cared for him.
I don't believe you need to take that long. I think it should be revealed, right away, out of respect for the other person's decision, final decision. But I thought he knew.
Are you going to be with me? Are you going to be with me?
Wanted to be with him.
And she just, that's leading on. That's leading on.
The whole time while she's waiting for him to show up. When Brayla saw Trey come towards the car, she said, I had to call you back. Here he comes. I'll talk to you later.
She's gonna, oh.
but according to Riley,
Such delicate
she tries to call Brayla.
This is.
It is.
And I find it to be fast.
She wanted to check
I really love the stitch. And, because of the sturdiness. And on this side and here. So I think it would make a nice jacket. Or, like even a little baby jacket. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, those days are gone.
I think there's a spark.
Yeah, well, and I wish I did have another child, at least two, but I needed time in between. Oh, I thought you were talking about me having a baby. No, I everything I'm doing now is for my grandbabies to be.
Detectives in North Arkansas believe that Trayvon Miller murdered his 17-year-old girlfriend, Brayla Stone, after she threatened to expose their relationship.
Yeah, you don't do that.
And Trey seemed to be afraid of how his relationship with her would be perceived. Damn it, bro, you just don't understand.
He presented himself as a straight male and didn't want to be confronted with the fact that his sexuality may have been more complex than that. Police were convinced Trey killed Brayla.
They just need the proof.
Now a new witness has revealed that Brayla went to confront Trey over their relationship on the night she died.
You're almost there. 3 more. Oh.
Right. Yeah. Going back, it's picking up 2. And then to get that straight line. Yeah. Wait, okay.
Arkansas police arrest Trey at his parents' house.
He's taken into custody without incident.
Yeah, go home to mama. If you're gonna get picked up, go home.
I think it's go so bad.
Trey refused to talk. He declined to offer any answers.
Trey is no stranger to crime. He knew it's time to
Lawyer up. Okay. That's one thing I learned from watching these shows. Okay. Just lawyer up. Okay. There's no explanation because shit's being recorded.
Everything was circumstantial, so they got to work trying to fill in the gaps.
They got a warrant to go to his home where he lived with his parents.
A search of Trey's room provides investigators with the physical evidence they need.
Officers did not find a murder weapon, but they did find plenty of ammunition.
A 9mm case of ammunition was found
that fit the murder weapon.
And another key piece of evidence arrives. The police
Of course, it fit the murder
from the
weapon.
crime
It's a
scene.
9mm.
At the crime scene, CSI had managed to pull a fresh set of evidence from the hood of Brayla's car.
There we go.
Come back as a manager.
Charged with capital murder again. Trey now faces the possibility of the death penalty.
At this point, the detectives and the prosecutors felt they
He spent time with her. Of course, they.
Yeah. That's why I said it didn't make any sense. But that's what they got him on? Oh, it probably could have been the possession of the hand.
Trey wanted to keep their love affair secret. He didn't want this side of himself put out into the world.
He's thinking in his mind that there's no way that he can be gay or no way that he can be dating a trans woman because that is completely unacceptable in Trey's world. So he begins to think about what can be done to prevent the outing to happen.
On the night of June 24th, 2020, Trey lured Brayla to his house under the guise of talking about their relationship.
Trey met her outside of his parents' house.
Brayla is thinking that now is the time that she's going to get her answers.
But Trey had other plans in mind.
They drove to a secluded area where there's a walking trail.
They go to the walking trail, and that's when Trey's plan began to unfold.
Instead of talking, it appeared that things got way out of hand.
What's your deal? I want something like that one of us. If you say something out like,
Brayla threatens to tell people that he's dating a trans woman. And that's a trigger for Trey.
he went into a panic.
He felt that killing Brayla was his only way out.
In the middle of their argument, Trey drew his gun.
Whoa, what are you doing? What are you doing? Trey fired the shot, point blank range. The shot came out, splattered the blood on the window, shattered the window, killing Brayla instantly.
After that, Trey fled the scene.
Investigators believe he returned later that night with the bleach to try and wipe his fingerprints.
They also believe that he moved Brayla's body around. He moved her to clean inside of the vehicle.
But he couldn't stop the truth from coming out.
The prosecution had a slam dunk case against him. He was going down for this.
Realizing that there was no way that he would be able
Damn, Opera just scared the crap out of me.
to play out.
Oh,
50 years in prison.
wreck my nerves.
Although
Enter his
space.
Yeah, if he was loose, he'd be looking for you to just pet him. Okay? Mm-hmm.
No one in his face. His penalty did not bring back her life.
Brayla accepted herself, flaws and all, everything about her.
Oh, I'm glad you came.
Trey
Yeah.
allowed his hidden identity.
Okay, but your day off, right?
The
Okay.
very thing that he was trying
Oh,
to
you
protect
work
is
today.
now being exposed to the whole
I had
world.
last week off.
Okay.
And Brayla's memory in tears as a warning against the horrible
week off.
dangers of heat.
My boss had the week before that off.
She was on discernment
And,
when Melissa Isaac pulls up outside her daughter's
so I guess it took about a week.